Hello and welcome. I am Laura Radnicki of lauraradnicki.com, a craft site with fast, fun, and easy craft tutorials. And the best part is there's no perfection required here. So we are working our way through the 30 days of Ornaments project, and today is the last day. Today is day 30. We've been working through this one ornament a day for a whole month. So I'm very, very excited to show you the last of our 30 ornaments. So today we are making a pearl wreath ornament. If you've been following along, you remember back one of our middle ones was a wooden bead ornament. So we strung wooden beads on some string and then tied them, and it made a little ornament or a wreath shape. And then we glued a yarn bow on it, and it was a really cute little just beaded wreath. So we're going to do the same thing, but with some fake pearl beads that we have here too. So this is going to be similar, but a different look, not like rustic wood, but the pearl instead. So we have our pearl beads, big ones, and then ones that are a little bit smaller. So we'll see how that ends up shaping up into the wreath shape. I have some embroidery floss, and I'm using kind of a maroon color because I thought that would go nice with the pearl. I have a needle here with a small head, so I'm going to use this threader to help me get my embroidery thread through the needle hole. Scissors, and I'm going to experiment at the end with adding a little bit of twine to the wreath. I'm not sure if I will need it or not, and if I do, I might use the glue gun that I have over there, but we'll see when that time comes. So the first thing to do is I cut a length of embroidery thread. I'm not sure, this is probably overkill, but that's just fine. So I'm going to thread my needle here. So I stick this through it. Then I take my thread, put it through this part, and then I have to hold on here because I've pulled it, oh, just like that. So that did not work. I have pulled that free is what I was going to say if you're not careful. So let's see if I can just thread it through real careful. I got it. Woohoo! Okay, so there we go. Our needle is threaded. We're going to tie a knot at this end, just so the pearls don't fall off in the process. But we're not going to end up using the knotted end. We'll cut it off at the end. Okay, so now I'm just going to start stringing some beads, some of our pearls on, and I think I will alternate kind of a big and small size pattern. And the best part is with this, if I don't like how I have them threaded, I'll just take them off and start over. So it might be a little tough to get my needle back threaded, but that's okay. So we'll do big ones and small ones. Okay, so now before I take my needle off, what I want to do is kind of test things. So all you do to turn it into a wreath is we're just going to take our string and we're going to tie it. Now, as you can see, this kind of makes more of an oval shape. And the same thing happened with our wooden bead ornament before. And so what I did was take a few beads off and it made it more circular. So if you don't mind it being oval, you could make it oval, so you could just leave it like this. But now I am going to take my needle off because I don't think I need to thread any more on. But I'm going to just take 2 off and then see what happens, see how that looks. So again, I just do it, and that's better. I think that's good for me, because if I take another one off, I'm going to have 2 big beads together, and I don't really want 2 big pearls together. And if I take off 2 of them, then that's a really small one. So I'm going to just call this good. So in order to tie it. I want to pull it as hard as I can without ripping it. And then I'm going to tie a knot here so that it does not come loose. Okay. So then this red will end up being our hanging string. We'll tie a knot up here. So really, if you wanted to just do something super quick and easy, this could be done right here. So just a very simple pearl bead wreath ornament. So I want to see what it looks like to try to put a little, maybe a twine bow at the bottom. Even if I had maybe a little skinny 1/4 inch ribbon or something, maybe in this color or in something else, I could put that on the bottom also, but I don't have that, so I'm not going to do that. But let's see what it looks like to maybe cut a section of this thicker twine. And I'm going to experiment with just tying a little 2-loop bow here, and then seeing what it looks like down at the bottom. And I actually think that's really cute. So I am going to use my glue gun here, and I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of glue on the back of the bow. And then I'm going to put it right on the bottom in the middle. So sometimes when I add bows like this, I like an off-centered look, but sometimes I like it to be symmetrical right in the bottom middle. And in this case, I thought it looked better centered. So we're just going to hold it while it dries. And then once it's dry, it is done. So I think that just adds a little something. And let's see, I think that maybe I need to trim this one just 1/2 inch or something to make it a little more even to the other side. But I don't even need to trim the bottoms anymore. I think that looks just fine. I'm going to just clean up some of these little strands of twine. But I think that that is just perfect. So this is our last ornament, you guys. We are done. And so I want to just say a huge thank you to all of you who have been watching and who have been following along. This has been such a fun challenge for me to come up with all 30 of these ornaments and to plan them, get all the supplies ready, and then record them for you. And so I hope that it's been fun for you to follow along. I hope that it's been encouraging watching me figure it out and make mistakes in the process, obviously, like this little guy that is unsalvageable. But I just hope that's encouraging to you, that even on a site where somebody's teaching how to do these, it is full of mistakes and full of issues, and that is just part of it, and that's okay. So like I said, there's no perfection required in any of this. Just trying to make things and see if it works and have fun in the process. So I really want to thank you guys for following along, and you can watch all the other ornaments that we have made in this series in other videos. And if this is interesting to you, if you guys have liked following along, I encourage you, like always, to check out the Mama Makers Club free craft community on our site. That is where you get access to our free growing resource library. We add to it all the time. And in there, there's printable patterns for the crafts on the site. There's downloadable checklists to help you make the crafts quickly and easily, and just other resources to help inspire you to get you making things. So we'd love to have you there if you think that that might be something you're interested in. It's totally free, and you can find more information at lauraradnicki.com/library. And I just hope that this has been fun for you guys. I hope you stick around and continue to check out the crafts that are coming to the site in the future. And if you have comments or questions, I'd love for you to send me an email or just reach out on social media. it's just so fun to connect with you guys. And if you make any of these, I would love to see them. So you can email me directly a picture of your creation, or you can tag me on social media and show me what you make. That would be really fun for me to see what you have done and how it's turned out. So I just want to thank you guys, and I hope this has been fun for you, and I will see you next time. Bye.